Okay, week number 3. Last week we did, I'm going to put my badge away here. Last week we basically worked on different forms of this torsion, right? From here leading step, 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 and we worked on this extension from this arm extending through, and that the lead comes from that extension of that arm. This extension here is what's leading this effort, right? So the extension of not the pushing from here, right, or the step that's actually doing the stepping, it's not that's doing the actual leading. In this case, it's that stretching of that arm through these two different places. That was the sort of exercise as we worked through. Remember that from last week, right?
Not us, but
You weren't here last week? Okay. So we worked through stretching. So what we're going to do today is similar. We did with you quite a bit, actually, the stretching of that arm and the torsion. So we were talking about the leading of the stretching. Where does that lead in stretching and turn torsion coming from? So last week, and what we're going to work on the exercise after this pattern is this thinking. How can I stretch this piece? So today's pattern is just molinete in 2 forms. Molinete in 2 forms. Form 1, which most guys never do, but is the first form you learn, is both people are doing the full molinete. Molinete being front, side, back, front, side, back, side. So if she's doing front, side, back, side, front, side, that's molinete going around the circle, right? What guys typically don't do is do the same thing. Remember, there's lots of forms of molinete. We can do the same thing, front side, back side, right along with her. We can do it together or we can do it shifted. We're going to do it together, meaning when she goes front, we're also going front, right? So we're doing front. What do we do next? Side, back, side, front, side, back, side, right? So it's the same thing, right? We're just doing it together. We'll probably do 3 forms. The second form is when she's going front, I'm going back, back, side, front. But the one we're going to do today is this one. Front, side, back, side, front, side, back, right? So we're doing that move. Then the second form is do nothing but molinete. So we're going to get into it this way. Doesn't matter what my feet are doing. I haven't done any steps at all. She's doing molinete still, but my lead hasn't changed. My lead is coming from this closeness that comes from here, this side that comes from here, this extension that comes from here. If you look at the lead, it's totally independent of what's happening underneath, right? If you look at that lead when I'm doing the actual steps, you see that where that lead is coming from, that stretch of that extension. It's the same regardless of what you're doing in the steps, right? So here are the 2 patterns. We're going to do so we'll get into cross. We'll do 1, 2. That's what we're going to do, right? So we'll start that way. I should have thought about this more. Here we go. 1, nothing, front, side, back, side, front, side, back, side, front. So no double time in the middle. So we're not going to do tuk tuk. So today we're just going to go front, side, back, side, front, and not do that thing, that faster thing in the middle. We're just going to do straight timing, okay? And that's to get us focused on this basic turning. Pick a partner, try that. 1, 2, she goes to 2, you don't go to 2, then you both are doing front.
I've noticed that you don't see this very often, and I like doing it. Why do you think it is that you don't see it very often?
It's hard.
But to get into it, you want to see the first 2 steps of the Malden, of the bulldozer.
So the first 2 steps, meaning you do
1, 2.
you do 1,
Right.
she does 2, you do nothing.
Oh,
Then you both move forward on the inside. Forward, side, back, right? Do it very slowly, do it very carefully.
but the exercise is really designed for this, the circularity and the.
So we're going to do the 2 patterns of full molinete
Right.
and no steps but molinete,
Right.
and discover how you're leading that. And then the exercises today are going to be centered around this extension of the arm, how we get that. Good, very good. Nice job. Full molinete, 1, she goes to 2, you do nothing. Both are going forward on 2, or on 3rd step. To get undizzy. Good. So let's actually, for the guys, let's do for the guys, because we don't do this very much. Let's actually do an exercise of where the molinete is, right? So what pattern on the floor are we drawing when we do molinete? When we step, it's 4 corners of a circle, right? So this first circle, when I'm going forward, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's four dots in a square. That first dot is where you're going. The second dot is a square. So dot to dot. Third one, dot. Dot, 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 dot. It's a square underneath. The feet aren't moving in a square. It's not moving around. It's all staying on these 4 dots as you're moving around. Okay? So it's only these steps. There's no other patterns. Don't think about leading your partner through anything, because often when we start pushing and leading, we have to start doing stuff underneath. It's pretty straightforward. Forward, side, back, side. Right? If you look at it in a square, we're starting here. We have different points on the square, but where is my first step going to go for a guy? Right up there. Where's my second step?
Up. Okay. Oh.
Okay, this is where that lead is. No, that's okay. It's good. It's very clear once you see it, right? And when you watch Molinete, there are people who don't quite get it. It kind of shifts around everywhere. Pure Molinete is on those 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Let's start with that. What's that?
That stupid chair.
Right. It's exactly. And once you start feeling that the pattern where that square is, your center is in that center of that square. Her center is in a little bit different center of a different square. Okay? Try it again. Think about that square. Don't think about necessarily leading. out of the way of this guy. Put your feet together.
Don't or do?
Yeah, so pass your feet. Don't put your feet together, right? Remember we were talking about that, the idea of you go from here to there by touching that. Exactly, exactly. Same thing, touch your foot, but pass through to that back. Good, good, good. Do you feel the extra steps that you're putting in?
I feel I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah. Let's try it just by yourself.
Okay, so.
Okay, good. 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 Very good. Very good.
So I have the idea. Pivoting is always a problem, but somehow
So
when we're doing it
pivot
together-
first
Yeah.
with your body as you're coming around. So when you're doing one, here, one, this part goes first. Turn this part and your leg follows. Same thing, good. Look how far you went. Now pivot this first. Go put your weight fully onto it. No, now you went too far. Just straight side. Straight side. Now pull this around. Pass that straight back. Correct. You even went too far.
I did?
You overturned, right? Try it again.
With the,
Just by
oh.
yourself. Here we go again. That's the square. Start with square. That's our wall. Try square with that. Keep square with that one. Okay. Good. Side. Forward. Right. Side. Yes. Very good. Good. That is molinete for a guy. That's molinete for everybody. Very good. Do that together, but don't lead her. Right? That's your responsibility. It's her responsibility too. Good, good. Try being a more calm, slower. Don't make him lead you through it. Take step, step, step. Be very clear about those steps. Take out all peripheral
I tried.
jitter. So just be very
Just
clear about
slow and
step,
calm.
step,
Slow and calm.
step.
It's easy to say.
Yeah, it is. It's hard.
It is.
It is hard, no doubt. Yep. I'm going to see this one more time. Slow, slow, good. So like that one, right? So you're worried about her, right?
I'm waiting for her to move before I move.
Step, step, step. See how you're going fast?
Because I don't have balance, that's why.
Okay. What would you do if you had balance?
I think I would stay there.
Okay, try that.
Okay.
Try to stay there. Try to stay there. Try to stay there.
Okay. Almost.
That's beautiful, right? Decide to have balance. Step, step. It's your placement. It's your putting your feet down. Try it. Where'd we go?
Move forward, change partner. So the lady stays still. Okay? So partner up.
We can change?
If this is leader, you can choose to use this hold, or you can just don't touch the follower and then have the follower touch your
Okay. Quick conversation. How do we feel? Yeah, better. Let's switch partners and do the next time. Same thing. I don't want you to overthink the lead. I want you to think very purely about the step, 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 step. Everybody sort of slowly move together. Don't be forced into leading, but be very clear about your balance. Good. Good. You can extend each of those spots more as you're coming through. 1, you're shortening it quite a bit. 2, 3, 4, 5. The more you extend, the more twisty you're going to be, right? Because you're going farther around the outside of that circle, but you haven't changed the
So I
inside.
feel like every time I try that, I feel like I'm leaving my partner.
So that's why you have to do more twisty, more this. Because the bigger the circle, right? So watch what happens. If that's the center of the point, if I'm going here, but if I extend that circle, right, it just means more twisty, more torsiony, more turny. Yes. Yes. Like that one there, you can go another couple of inches farther. That was very good. Smooth, 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 smooth. Very good. Correct. Correct. Very good. That smoothness, really important. That's a nice job. Very, very nice job. Good. Take a look at yours.
Yeah, my time was geology.
It's just regular 1 count. 1. So you're using 2 feet there. Yep, you're doing.
Am I? Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
So, and that comes from this part of the body. Now, how do I get around this way? How do I get my foot over there?
Pivot and
How do I get this foot over there? Your foot actually moves straight. You move your top body till you move your foot straight. Don't move your feet around that way. Move your top body till it moves. And hold here, hold here, hold here, right? Now, put this back to where you want that foot to go. That's it, that's it, you got it. Put your weight up there. That's right, now do it again. This goes back to where you want that back foot to go. That's right, that's it, that's it.
how did I do that? I get your. That was quite the reach to get your foot that way.
Good, very nice. Okay, switch partners, try it again.
We got out of order. 'Cause
Yeah, get back into order and try it again. I didn't watch, how's it going?
we're over here.
Eh,
We were here. You were here with me.
I get Andy.
Thank you, Andy. You rock.
This isn't quite right.
It doesn't matter,
Yeah.
start here, we'll keep on moving. Okay.
I get one of you.
So what's good is I'm seeing people focus on, what I'm seeing people focus on is it's less important to focus on leading as it is opposed to where you want to put your body. If you know where to put your foot through that chest movement, your partner will know where you're going. For me to put this leg to the side, I have to put hit my chest where I want it to be. If my foot now needs to go there, where does my chest need to be? Facing that way. Right? It's this that does that torsion. From here, I don't throw my leg around to get to there. It's not the leg that does it. It's this that goes, oh. Right? And if I'm doing that, this torsion, the partner absolutely knows where I'm going. They know where I'm going, right? You notice I'm not stepping until I'm to the spot where I want to go. Turn, step, 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 right? It's not that binary, but you see that I'm not throwing my foot. I'm turning my body to where I want my foot to go. My foot is essentially going where my leg is, and my leg is going right to where my knee is, which is straight. 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 You see what I'm saying? It's going to a straight place, just with momentum walking through it, right? So focus on that body moving around, and then we'll focus on connecting it together. I like that. You get in control. You get control of that balance. Don't fall. It's your step. You decide that you're moving. Very good. Very good. See how it's your responsibility.
Yeah, but this is easy.
Good. Much better. That's much better.
It feels better.
It's more twisty, and all of a sudden you're going to be more out of balance because I used to have balance like this. Now where's my balance when I'm like this, right? So I get that, but find where your balance is along that, through that twisty motions. If you need to go the other direction, it's the same thing the other direction.
Was that the same?
It's my favorite stuff.
In fact, let's just do one little exercise here. All right, everybody face me. Everybody face me. We're going to do a little tiny exercise. Everybody's in a square. Square facing me. Correct. Correct. Okay. Again. Ready? Watch this. Watch me.
Mirror image of you or the same as you?
Doesn't matter.
Can you face that way? Then you can copy you.
Thank you. We like that.
It's 180.
Here, try it again. Everybody follow me. On this foot. Torsion, don't move your foot. Bring it back in, torsion. Next time, continue to the torsion. Move your foot towards the back, but don't step. Then step. There, that was really good. Same thing. On this foot, hands forward, torsion side, return. Torsion the side, again. Torsion the side again, 45 degrees. Back. Okay? Remember, there's two types of torsioning, right? There are two types of actual turning. One that comes from this spot, which isn't as common, and the other one which comes from internal, right? I'm cheating the game a little bit here by doing this internal step. I'll show you the other way. Or it comes from the inside out. It's a little harder to do, but for now, this is a good exercise to do.
Notice the difference between the two.
It's okay. Then do it with this one.
But I wanted to.
Always on one foot. Once you get to the spot where you're going to go, foot goes behind you. There. There. That was good. That was good. Do it again. Hands out. More like this. More like that for now. Because it'll give you a little more direction. More turn first. More turn first. Keep your weight here. Turn, 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 turn. Keep this up here. Okay, more turn. More turn, more turn. Now try it again. More turn, more turn, more turn. Okay, next one. More turn, more turn. Put your foot back. There, that's it. It comes from that top. There. You need to have this foot off to the side. It's very hard to do it from here. Comes from that side. That was very good. Okay, so now try it. Right, so now try it with molinete. So you're doing this now with your partner, right? You see how I'm doing it? Watch. I'm doing that same thing. I'm going whoop, and I'm putting my foot down. It's very little momentum. Okay, partner up, try it. Change partners. Good. 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 If you switching roles, it's the same thing. It's no different. You're just both moving forward, right? It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Exactly the same pattern.
Oh, so that, but I stepped backwards.
Yeah. So don't go faster.
Could be different as
No,
well.
it's the
For
same. Watch.
leader, for the
No.
leader. Like here.
No.
No?
What do you do? What are you going to do first?
Well, if it's here. Right?
Okay, I'm going to follow you. What do you do next? It's the same. It's exactly the same.
Okay.
Just to be clear, the two roles are identical. Hands may be a little different, but that's it.
You don't need me.
We always
No,
need
we
you.
do, because Tony is here.
But slow. Both people doing full molinete. And we're exploring, what we're trying to do is explore where does that lead come from. Right, from here, it's that sleeve that causes that thing here, then this, that causes the movement, it causes the turn separate from the movement, which is what you know, already know. Okay, switch partners, try it again. Let's go back to a more balanced, just figure it out. There's our buddy. Switch partners, try it again.
We're good.
Race or
Practicing with the, because we're practicing
Yeah,
the turn.
whichever feels good, honestly. It doesn't matter for you, whatever you want to do. But it's one, she goes to two, then you're both moving forward. Fine. Don't rush, keep it very slow. More turning, more twisting. Don't focus on her for now.
Okay.
Focus on your pattern, getting your pattern nice and twisty and turning, placing, and she'll follow that. Watch what happens. I won't lead her at all, right? There's no lead in this at all. Focus on getting those clear molinete steps. Good.
Okay, switch row.
Okay, everybody come forward. You are going to get dizzy, so come forward here. So we don't see.
Get dizzy both ways.
So you had a question. Why don't we see this on a regular basis? Why aren't guys doing full molinete? It's what we learn almost in week 6, right? Week 8, or maybe a little far longer than that. But certainly in the first couple of months, Anita has said this. Learn these steps, right? Why aren't we doing that?
Do you have too much space? I don't know.
So it takes up space. It causes to do a molinete without it is much easier because you don't need to do anything with molinete. You don't need anything for your partner to do molinete, right? Every time I take something out, I have more complexity to it, but for me to actually do a full set of steps, there's more torsion. There's much more going on in my body. And guys, we're always trying to make things a little simpler, right? To make it more elegant, to be more stable. And if you're not stable in some of these moves to be able to do that, you are naturally going to want to stop doing that. You're naturally going to want to be more stable, right? But remember what we talked about in week 1, which is stability isn't necessarily exactly what you want. You want to be balanced, but stability is kind of a crutch, right? You want to know where your partner is. You want your partner to know where you are. Well, that comes from not being locked, right? So try to be comfortable with figuring out how to do full movements. Okay, I said one thing about we're doing molinete this way. 1, 2, forward. But remember, there's a whole other way to do full molinete. Anybody know what it is? Try it again, see if she gets it. So she's paying attention to me, which is good, but she's not quite listening to that lead, right? So hopefully what you were feeling in this lead was when you're going to the front, it's pretty straightforward. This one's a little more harder, but this one's the most difficult. That stretching of the arm, and then you're stretching this one to be able to turn. This is where that big stretch of the arm comes from, right here. Whoop. Right? Make sense? The stretching of the arm is asking her to go around, and then you're going backwards around it. That's that stretching of the arm coming around it out of the shirt. I don't quite see a lot of nods, but I'm hoping there are nods there. So, if you're doing where she's going front and I'm going back, do I stretch on my back? Should I be stretching my arm here if I'm asking her to go front? So if I stretch my arm, right, if I don't stretch my arm, you see what she did? She was looking down and she went, oh, right? So my legs will lie, right? That's why most ladies keep their eyes closed. See what I'm saying, right? So the different placement is not based on your feet, but based on what you want her foot to do. Okay? This time, try it with 1, 2. This is the hard one, asking her to go frontwards and you going backwards. Right? Because you have to ask her to go frontwards and then you have to go backwards. You want me to show it again?
Yes.
You want to see it again? You want to see the old one first?
No. Well, yeah.
Old one.
I mean straight or like. I guess I was having some trouble with reading. My question is like, so and then when you step to the side, is your chest still supposed to be like in line?
So she's going she's going front side back. You're going back side front.
But with the same length that you were going for before, now you're going back.
Correct.
Same.
Where it used to be this, it's now that. Same front body, ask, now has that added to it. And that's that same exercise that we were doing this one, right? Front one went here before, now it's there. Try it. Switch partners, try it. And if you get dizzy, go the other direction.
So far off we need to stop.
Very nice. Okay, very good. We have 10 more minutes, right, Andy? Okay, last pattern. Right? It's for the guys, the easiest one.
Oh, this is.
Right? But I wanted to give you the more difficult one in the beginning as a reference to what you do with your top body, right? Watch what I do with my feet.
Oh, sorry.
It's nothing, right? I'm just sort of putting my weight here and scooting around as I need to do it, right? It's not a great pattern. I'm not saying use this, but I'm trying to suggest to you that it doesn't take a weight change for her to get to move. My communication to her is all from the top, all of it, right? Has nothing to do with the step. I'm not leading it this way. I'm not leading it this way. I'm leading it that way, that way. Look where my chest is and my body is. Make sense? This is where the lead's coming from.
And then as a follower, it's very important to go around and not like away.
That's true.
Otherwise we get very...
And that the lead to help that is where does that lead go? I'm trying to give her space here as it comes into it. Clear with that step, and I'm trying to go give her that space. Right? So I'm not trying to mess with the knee. I'm trying to force you to think about that this and this, those two movements, the stretch of the arm going backwards and the stretch of the arm, allowing the arm to come in front of you, allowing that space inside here with the front step. This is front, that's back. Has nothing to do with this.
Arm down, you are going forward. Arm up, you are going back.
I mean, you felt it. I don't want you to see it. I want you to, right?
Okay.
There's more to it than this. There's clearly more to it than this. But I'm trying to get you focused on stretching that arm around, right? It's that arm stretching around. It's this part pulling back. Okay? Change partners, try it again. Keep your weight, guys, on the ball of that foot, never on the heel. Keep your weight up on the toe the whole time, never on that heel. Keep the weight up on the ball.
Of this foot.
Yep, all the time. So your heels, right, all the time. So bend this knee ever so slightly onto that one. Push down on the way onto it. There. That's where your weight should be all the time.
Okay.
Yep. Great. Keep that, don't put your weight down onto it. You're still using that foot as a step.
You mean this one?
Yep, watch what I'm doing when I put my foot down. My weight's always here. And I'm just sort of scooting around. I'm just trying to getting you out of the step mode.
Okay.
Right? I want you to think about that's your pivot and just sort of pull yourself around. While you're doing that, minimizing all that movement, you're using this part going around.
Okay.
Right, so don't let your foot come up in front or behind. Keep it sort of off to the side. Beautiful. Good. Get dizzy. It's good.
There's just only so much I can do.
Try with the other foot. Go the other direction. Yeah, if you get tired, go the other direction on the other foot. Good. Okay, good. So why don't you do switch partners one more time. Do 5 minutes of free dancing, whatever you need to, but try to instigate molinete where you as a leader are doing both this lead and doing that lead. Both of them. Both directions. Try to be both in full, not just doing a molinete, but you are doing every single step in that molinete, but only those steps, right? So no extra steps along the way to sort of get around. Clear, single steps, right? Full dance, whatever you need to do, both directions, just sort of weave it in, do a half a pattern, but be focused on making sure that you're thinking about those steps. Your body is moving before foot is moving. Full dance. Switch partners. Okay. Exercise time.